Tunisia has extended the ongoing state of emergency for another 2 months until February the 21st, 2016. The state of emergency imposed in November following a suicide attack that killed 12 people was set to expire today. In addition to the state of emergency, the authorities also imposed a curfew on Tunis and closed the border with Libya, where investigators believe the attack was planned. Tunisia has been plagued by Islamist violence since the 2011 overthrow of longtime dictator Zine Abidine Ben Ali, with 3 Islamic State-claimed attacks this year. The earlier attacks at the capital's National Bardo Museum and a hotel near the Mediterranean resort of Sousse killed a total of 60 people, all but one of them were foreign tourists. And we can now cross over to CCTV's Youssef Gaiji for more details on that. He's joining me with the very latest from Tunis. Youssef, the state of emergency has been in force for a while now. How have Tunisians received the news of its extension?
Well, Tunisians are very concerned about this because for them there is no end in sight for the security threats and this continuous concern over attacks that may happen anytime in Tunis. Tunisians have been through three events this year, 3 attacks, and now they are extremely concerned that the government cannot contain this and cannot stop these threats. But also Tunisians are concerned about human rights because the state of emergency also imposes severe constraints on Tunisians. The police now have enormous powers to arrest people, to stop people from assembly and protesting. They can stop shows and spectacles. So this comes as a constraint from one side, but on the other hand, they wish that this is over and that the situation in Tunis becomes safer.
Well, Youssef, as you mentioned there, Tunisians are concerned that there is no end in sight for security threats. Do clarify this for us if you can. Is this now an indication that security agencies are facing serious challenges dealing with the threat of terror and that the state of affairs could linger for much longer?
Indeed, the Tunisian security forces have unfoiled about 15 attacks in the past couple of weeks. They are doing hundreds of arrests, and there is still danger and threats. Last Sunday, the American embassy in Tunis, as well as the British and the French embassies, asked people to avoid areas where there are a lot of people, like shopping malls. The US embassy even asked its citizens to avoid a newly opened shopping mall in Tunis, which is very accurate and specific warning, which means that these security agencies are able to intercept communications and hear about precise attacks about to happen in Tunis. So yes, different security agencies, whether Tunisians or international, are not able so far to contain this threat. And one of the reasons is that the situation in Libya is worsening. Security agencies here have information that the situation in Libya is worse than before. There are training camps for ISIL and other armed groups, and the Tunisian-Libyan border is quite porous, so the danger is essentially coming from there, and Tunis is within reach to these armed groups.
Right, CCTV's Youssef Gaiji joining us there from Tunis.